Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from more from the game who's getting roasted across social media platforms for another rant about Eminem in another interview, and this time is discrediting Eminem's discography, and this has sparked reactions accordingly. We also have more from the Snoop backlash when fans found out that the Mount Westmore album was first launching exclusively as an NFT with a reported cost of over $3,000, and King Crook shared his thoughts on this that sparked huge debates on Twitter. For instance, in regards to the price tag, he shared this: when someone asks you to spend $3,000 on an album, they're asking you to invest into the business of the album and offering you the opportunity to earn revenue and rewards in return. To which some users expanded, the $3,000 NFT album is in the stock. You don't get profit off of it unless you can resell it for more. They still hyped the album up in brackets with an Eminem feature Snoop lied about and then made it unobtainable for 99% of the fan base. And I'd add that Snoop never marketed the album as an NFT from the start or anything exclusive, hence the backlash for what could be described as false advertising. Another user added, "It doesn't work because it's not looking organic. I think if NFTs mature and last price point and added value would calibrate, $3,000 is a lot to ask to gamble." And among other things, Crook added, "We walk into an art gallery and see a painting for $1 gazillion, and we are not mad at the artist whatsoever for his/her pricing. We simply don't buy it, but conditioning has us pissed at rappers for dropping a $3,000 NFT album? Come on." Like I said already, this was never marketed from the start as some exclusive item at launch. I believe that's where the real issues stem from. This move came as a surprise, and to Crook's painting analogy, a user responds, "Yeah, because it's an actual one of one. If it was one album, yes, it deserves to be priced over $3,000, but when there's multiple, it loses value. This is the same for the Wu-Tang album. There's only one, so it's gonna be priced very high. It has to be priced high." On this point, another adds, "I didn't hear about this $3,000 album, but nah, that sounds insane. Albums are sold in bulk digitally to potentially millions of people. Art pieces aren't, it's not the same. Now if they were selling the masters, like split song by song, it could potentially sell for millions of dollars, just like the art in a gallery." And Crook adds, "If you don't want to buy NFT rap albums, then don't. But saying the release of those albums are not hip-hop is incorrect. Don't put limitations on hip-hop, let it flourish and create art and opportunities in those spaces too." And the back and forth continued. I mean, most people can't afford to buy NFT albums, there's a difference. But if hip-hop artists want to make their music for the rich and elite class only, then I suppose that's their choice. Crook responds, "What makes you say in quotes only? I'm really curious because these guys we're talking about have given a combined 120 years to the culture, and most releases weren't NFTs. You think they'll only release in this fashion from now on?" And the initial user responds, "From what I've seen from Snoop since he bought the Death Row label, I'd say it's a good bet. He already took DISS and The Chronic off streaming." And since Crook revealed that he's also got plans in the NFT space, but what do you guys think? If rap albums begin to launch exclusively as NFTs, how would you handle it moving forward? And moving on, the game is back with more on his journey to discredit Eminem, but right now you'd think he's some rapper turned podcaster based on how he's gone about it, since he's yet to drop the diss track he's teased for months. And speaking with Complex, he had this to add among other things.
"I'm a fan of M like everybody else. Like, he's not my favorite rapper. And I mean, I personally think like M has, like, to be perfectly honest, I feel like he has like 2.5, 3 albums out of 11 that are really like solid projects, but like so do I and beyond. So I mean, what constitutes M being a better rapper than me? You know what I'm saying? If I got classic albums too. Eminem came in at a time where he was a white rapper, and we all know about white privilege. I mean, so it exists in hip hop as well, especially at the time when M came in. He was the best white rapper in the world. Yeah. So I'm not saying that M is not one of the, great rappers, but so am I, but he's not better than me.
Same dude who called Recovery a classic.
Another question, Game, what do you think of Recovery?
Classic.
And this has been met with takes like M's Classics, Slim Shady LP, MMLP, The Eminem Show Recovery, MMLP2, The Game's Classic, The Documentary. Either Diss the Man or move on. Another user expands on this point. The Game only has one classic album, the F he talking about. Facepalm emojis, and it's only cause 50 Cent half wrote it. On his in quotes Eminem is white point, there's no objective data to support that being white equals huge success in hip-hop. The most recent example, Jack Harlow, failed to meet sales projections that weren't anything special to begin with, and he's white. So where are all the white rappers doing what Eminem's done? The top-selling acts for album sales in rap/hip-hop is overwhelmingly dominated by black rappers. And on this note, a user expands. In quotes, we all know about white privilege. Right, the same one that almost caused Dre to lose his job because the record company thought it was crazy to sign a white rapper, or am coming up in the underground scene where being white actually made it harder? No research, just talking. Game's been regurgitating Twitter talking points when it comes to Eminem since his press run started. He's yet to make an original point to discredit Eminem so far, and some are wondering, even someone who doesn't like Eminem and loves the game surely must see how crazy this is? I was gonna say he's delusional, but that implies he's being genuine. I'm not sure anyone thinks he actually believes what he's saying and doesn't understand the reason he's saying it. He can feel like he's the best rapper, but what's that got to do with Eminem specifically? Perhaps that's his way of saying deep down he actually believes Eminem's the best rapper of all time. No wonder he's been branded a clown by some. Snippets from these interviews paired with circus music looks to be the best way we get that Eminem diss track as it stands. But over to you guys, share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and see you on the next one.